reason why I like this poem is because it's super easy to understand and comprehend. Um, Many people like me aren't really good at understanding poems, and we just get bored. I personally get bored, and because I have no idea what the hell they're talking about. And this poem is just super simple. Why? Let me try to do that. This poem is super beautiful and understandable. As soon as I was reading it, I was able to, understand every single line. There was no line where I was like, what is it talking about? And so I just love how Gary Soto ended up putting this small poem and yet just describe so much and explain so much in so little words. That makes sense. That's what dragged me into this poem, actually, because it's about young love and it's so innocent. I'm going to read a little bit about the poem, and here it goes. The first time I walked with a girl, I was 12, cold and rooted down, with 2 oranges in my jacket. December, frost cracking beneath my steps, my breath before me then gone. As I walked toward her house, the one whose porch light burned yellow, night and day, in any weather, a dog barked at me until she came out pulling out her gloves, face bright with red. I smiled, touched her shoulder, and led her down the street across a used car lot in a line of newly planted trees until we were breathing before a drugstore. We entered, the tiny bell bringing a sales lady down a narrow aisle of goods. I turned to the candies, tiered like bleachers, and asked what she wanted. Light in her eyes, a smile staring at the corners of her mouth. I fingered a nickel in my pocket, and when she lifted chocolate that cost a dime, I didn't say anything. I took the nickel from my pocket, then an orange, and set them quietly on the counter. When I looked up, the lady's eyes met mine and held them, knowing very well what it was all about. Outside, a few cars hazing past, fog hanging like old coats between the trees. I took my girl's hand in mine for 2 blocks, then released it to let her unwrap the chocolate. I peeled my orange that was so bright against the gray of December that from some distance someone might have thought I was making a fire in my hands. So overall, this poem is about the boy remembering a date with the girl, and so they go to a drugstore, and he asks her to grab whatever she wants, and so what she does is she grabs a chocolate, she puts it on the counter ready to pay, and then the chocolate costs a dime. The dime is something that the boy doesn't have. He only has a nickel to pay. And of course, the way that the sales lady understands the boy's situation, when he hands her a nickel and an orange, and the lady understands the situation, she lets them walk out of the store happy. He's proud of what he has done, and so they just go out and walk together. Symbolic, where it shows warmth, confidence, love, and passion. Also sacrifice, and also a little bit of brightness towards the day, because it is a cold December, so you can picture like a dark sky, dark day, and so to bring out an orange, it does set out this brightness in the day.
I like how young and innocent love will sacrifice to make others happy. And I also like how she said that oranges symbolize happiness and the warmth of love. And I find it interesting that all the things in this poem symbolize feelings and how young people will sacrifice to offer things to others.